I got pregnant with my daughter when I was going into my senior year of high school. And so I was in the Young Mothers and Fathers program. And CCS donated a lot of clothes for the babies, food, breast pumps, things like that. And then when Christmas time came around, they had families sponsor us. And that was when I got my Friends trivia game, which Friends is my absolute favorite show. And I'll never forget that they got me that, because that was on my list of things that I wanted. And they got me lots of crib bedding for my daughter and the family that sponsored me. And CCS came and delivered it to our classroom, and we had a party and we all got to open it. And so that's kind of how I was involved with them. They were always donating throughout the year that I was in the Young Mothers and Fathers program. They were always donating things for our kids and for us, and helping us find jobs and housing and things like that. When I got pregnant with my daughter, her dad is abusive, and I didn't feel like I had really any other option than to be with him and live with him. I didn't think my parents were very happy that I was in high school and pregnant, and obviously I was working, but not very much, and I wanted to finish school and all that. And so but I didn't have enough money to buy things for the baby. I didn't have even the resources to find out about ways I could get things. And being in the Young Mothers and Fathers program at my school, they gave us those resources, and so we could reach out to places like CCS and DHS and all those kind of things that provide those services. And so it was kind of, when I found out about them, it was kind of a relief that there was something out there that could help and aid in raising a child, basically, without any knowledge of how to do that. Since high school, I graduated with a 4.0, which nobody even thought I would graduate. And having, services like CCS to provide the things that they did was helpful in being able to do that, since they gave so much to the school, and then obviously to me. And after I graduated, I went to college for a little while. I didn't finish or get a degree, but after I had my son, I fell into the job I'm in now. My sister is a personal trainer at this gym, and they needed somebody to manage the gym, and she recommended me. And now her and I would like to move forward in opening our own franchise. I've also had a son since then, and he's 4 years younger than my daughter. So, and I've been married, and I have a stepdaughter as well. And always remembering the things that CCS did for me. Now, every time I have old baby clothes since my daughter was a baby, so when I have things that I don't need anymore, when I have bottles, when I have my breast pump, when I was done breastfeeding, any formula I had left over when I stopped breastfeeding, food, anything, I've always taken it to Catholic Community Services, because rather than like other places, I won't say where, but I always take it there because I know that it's going to go to somebody who needs it, and they won't have to pay for it. They just need it, and they'll get it. For example, the Christmas program where we sponsor a family, it's fun now that I can go back and do that for someone else, and I can bring my members into it, and we can all pitch in to support a family. It feels really good because somebody did that for me, and so now I can turn around and give that back to them. Because of the help I received in high school with the Christmas giving program for my daughter and I, now with my business this past year, we were able to take advantage of that program as well and be able to give back to a family, which was really nice that I could turn around and do that after somebody had done it for me. Then I could do it for them. I think the most important thing for young parents to remember is that they are still growing and they're still learning. They're still children themselves in some ways. And the most important thing to remember is your kids have to come first. You have to be selfless. You don't get to do things for yourself anymore. And it's okay to ask for help. If you don't know how to do something or if you don't know where to find something, there are always services and people out there that are willing to help you. But everything you do has to be for that kid. And there will always be someone there. Always.
I moved to Eugene in 2005, and one of the things that I noticed when I first moved here was the number of needy people. It just seemed like no matter what time of day I traveled on the road, there was somebody on just about every corner. And, you know, Jesus is very clear about what we are supposed to do for our brothers and sisters, and who our brothers and sisters are, and that we're not to just drive by these people. And so I struggled to determine how can I help, So for a long time I would just get dollar bills and I'd put them in my car and I'd pass them out as I came to a corner and saw somebody with a sign and needing something. But the dollars go out fast, and it felt like handing out Band-Aids, not really addressing them as a person or addressing what their needs or concerns or problems were, and just kind of driving by and throwing this money out. And so it's been really heavy on my heart for a long, long time. And so I went and I talked to my priest about it, and he recommended that I contact Catholic Community Services. And very shortly after, I'd say within the next couple of weeks, there was a message in our bulletin asking for volunteers. And so at that point in time, I thought this was a great opportunity, and I went ahead and contacted Catholic Community Services, and they invited me in, and I got to sign up for being a volunteer. Now I have an opportunity to go to the food room in Eugene, and it's for several reasons. It's really a wonderful opportunity. First of all, I love the management team there. Chris and Tony are just really great, and all of the volunteers are very supportive, and it's important that all of the guests that come to receive services are treated with the utmost of respect and dignity. And it gives me a safe environment to have a one-on-one relationship with these folks, or encounter with them. And, the food room is a little different than any other type of service, because they're able to come in and go through what's available, and they're able to select what they could use and food that's their family will enjoy. Even to the point where there's dog food if necessary. If they need something for their pet, oftentimes there's food there for them. And it's a safe environment, and well, God has provided abundance for all of us. And the problem basically is that these, what we do have isn't being distributed justly. And I'm finding when I am at the food room, we're able to remedy that, because we are sharing from our abundance and giving to people in need. And it's been very rewarding and very satisfying, and I'm so grateful to have this. It's a privilege. It's not just an opportunity, but it's a real privilege to serve the guests there. And it's a wonderful organization. I wasn't aware of it, and now I can put my money to a place where it's really going to be used well. And the food room is only one aspect of Catholic Community Services. There's, you know, they meet so many needs of people that are kind of struggling and that are in the area, and help them get on their feet. And it's done with respect and love, and just following Jesus' mission. And it feels great to be part of this. Well, the volunteers there have been there for, at the food room, have really been there for a while. And they are, they gently guide me, so that each time that I go to the food room, I find out a new way or a better way to be able to help the guests that are there. And it's very exciting, and I feel that you know, I learn something each time that I go. Yeah. Since I've had the opportunity to work in the food room, and I actually have, it's provided me with a safe environment to actually meet with the guests on a one-to-one basis, I really feel like I've been able to make a difference. And it's not just making a difference in their lives, but it's making a huge difference in mine. I have a peace of mind that I didn't have before, and I feel that I know that when I can make a contribution in a really positive way, and it's not just with money, but it's also with my time and with my care. And it's just been a wonderful opportunity.